Hi guys, this is Jerry and this is the all-new Nissan X-Trail for the New Zealand market. We have been waiting for this product for very long, and since this product is finally available in New Zealand, specifically it's available in Epically, so contact us if you're looking for one of these. So today we are showing you the top spec. This is the X-Trail TIL four-wheel drive powered by a 2.5 litre petrol motor. In the future there will be an e-power joining the line as well, so maybe next year I'll be able to review that. And if you would like to see more videos about the Nissan, make sure you subscribe. I'll be able to show you all the base model ST to the STL and all the way to the TI. So today we're going on a quick walk around of this particular brand new vehicle, and also I'll go for a quick test drive, so leave the timestamps down below if you want to skip forward everything. From the exterior, this is definitely a very brand new design, so it comes with a lot of features that modern vehicles have. So front, we have the brand new Nissan exterior design, so very large sort of black grille with the chrome parts with the Nissan new logo. And on the side, we have full LED lights, so that's available on the STL and TIL trim level. And so nice sort of daytime running plus the auto headlights. And the top spec is also auto leveling and also auto high beam assist, so that's a cool feature. And we also have 360 camera on the mid and high spec, plus parking sensors around the vehicle. So the TIL will also come with this particular 19-inch alloys equipped with Dunlop, so very comfortable tire for sure, and very nice looking, so the futuristic looking alloy wheels, two-tone finish, 5-spoke on this particular vehicle. The wing mirror, nothing too special, and along with that you get the camera on the side. So the door handle is very similar to all the Nissan vehicles. Underneath we have the black trim and also the chrome trim just over here. So at the back from the side, you'll notice this window here, and the rear window is quite large, plus the third quarter. So these are quite nice for visibility from the for the rear passenger. Fuel tank is on the driver's side. And for the rear end, this is definitely a very new look. So it doesn't look that sort of, it's more boxy shape compared to the last generation. In terms of dimension, this is actually a little bit shorter compared to the last one. 10 millimeters shorter in the overall length, and about 5 millimeter sort of shorter on the height compared to the last generation, but still feels very spacious. The last gen is spacious enough, honestly. So currently these are available in the 5-seater version. So this is how the vehicle looks like. Let's open the boot. Power tailgate on the base, sorry, on the second and higher spec, so we got heaps of room at the back, so pretty much the same size as the last generation in terms of its boot space. And we also have these dividers, so very nice if you have a shopping bag or anything like that. And yeah, this is definitely handy. Otherwise it's a flat floor, the loading is quite low, so it's reasonably easy to take anything in and anything out. In the boot we have the parcel shelf or cover, so this is the white color along with the roof lining, so it's all sort of not white, more like a creamy color, and so it helps with the visibility overall for sure. And the boot opens quite high, obviously you can adjust it, and you get the quick button to lock the vehicle. Touch goes all the way. This feels a little bit faster than the last generation as well for the tailgate operating. Opening the boot, so first thing you'll notice, this opens really wide. Look how close it is to a nearly 90 degree, or pretty much 90 degree. On the high spec we have this manual blind, so that will definitely help with the sort of visibility or New Zealand sunshine, everything like that. And inside we have a full Napa leather seat, so this feels very premium, very soft touch with this contrast everything in the center. And this is definitely very spacious, and you do get a reasonably long sort of base that allows the rear passenger to have very comfortable seats. You can also slide this in and out, no problem at all. With convenience, rear seats will also have heated on both sides, and it's adjustable as well. You get 3 levels of heating and unique climate control, which is tri-zone. You can do passenger, driver and rear thing. And charging port, USB-C and USB-A, that's very handy. In the center you also have your armrest that pulls out just like this, and that allows the passenger on the side will have a comfortable access. That's pretty handy. Yeah, so overall the rear seat is very cool. So sitting in it, it's reasonably large. I'm about 178 centimeters tall, and I've got tons of knee room, tons of headroom, tons of leg room. I have no problem at all sitting at the back, and thanks to the sunroof, the headroom is still really decent, and I've got really good visibility. Again, very large side window, and this is how the interior looks like. A very new interior, obviously, very cool interior. We got a big touch screen, and plus the full Digi dash on the top spec, plus all this physical button in the center console, which I'll show you that later. At the front, as standard, we have keyless entry, keyless start. That's pretty easy, and we also have remote start for the higher spec. At the driver side and passenger side, same thing, full Napa leather seats, very premium, with electric adjust on both sides, and even on the mid spec you have electric adjust as well. And again, sunroof on the top, panoramic, you can open the glass if you wish to. Jumping. Now this is where you get your money for. First thing you'll notice is the biggest digital dash on the Nissan vehicles so far. And so that contains a lot of information. You can control things like your assistance systems, your settings, your navigation information, and all that things, your consumption overall, even tire pressure monitoring system. So that allows you to read and see a lot more information. You can personalize all the design, you can do those settings. It's very easy to simple to use, and yeah, so very easy to get into. Plus we also get the heads-up display on this particular trim, so very handy. Second thing, the steering, so a little bit different change on the buttons on how to locate everything. Feels very slim in terms of design compared to the last one, and very easy to, nice to touch, nice to feel. Overall size is a little bit larger, I believe, but it's very slim, so very handy. The indicator feels different as well, feels premium, the material they use, and yeah, very posh for sure. And all the buttons on the side feels very good. The one thing you notice on all the trims, you get the black trim underneath, and then you get the bronze or the color trim on top of the dashboard, goes around the vehicle. These are the quite nice touch. I particularly really like this because it shows the contrast. It feels, you know, nicer when you sit in it. Some people may not like it, but personally, I really like this. Apart from all the things, the vehicle also equipped with heaps of individual sort of safety technologies, including your lane keep assist, lane departure warning, blind spot detection, your adaptive cruise control, rear cross traffic, and all the pre-collision warning, all those things. So they are standard pretty much across the range for most of the safety technologies. Now, if we go into the center screen, we'll have this 12.3-inch touchscreen. So this is the newest infotainment system available on the Nissan vehicles. So very easy to use. It's very fast responsive. You also get Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Bluetooth as standard, all the things. The navigation feels very responsive. So this is a big step up from the previous generation. Unfortunately, this is only available on the higher spec. So if you go into the lower trim, you have a small screen, which is 8-inch. I'll be able to show you in the future video if you're interested, so make sure you subscribe and like down below. Other things, we have direct buttons underneath, allow you to change the color scheme for bright and night, and then quick adjustments for low volume, camera, stuff like that. And look at the camera is very high resolution. Well, the previous one is very high resolution anyway, but this one feels a little bit better. That allows you to see a lot of things. When you click the camera left and right, allows you to see all the things. So yeah, that's very cool. I personally quite like the Nissan camera. Underneath, we have all the direct buttons for the aircon control. As we said, this has the tri-zone climate control, where on the mid-spec, 2-zone climate control, base model, just two-zone climate control as well. On the higher spec, with TIL, we do have the heated steering, so that's going to be very handy for New Zealand winter, stuff like that. Heated front seats as standard on the high and mid-spec as well. So yeah, these are very easy to touch. Very happy with Nissan keeping the sort of physical buttons. These are much nicer compared to other manufacturers who keep all the buttons on the screen or anything like that. Don't like it. And underneath connectivity, we have push button start, USB-C and USB-A for charging, or Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. We also have the wireless phone charging pad available on the TIL. Gear selector, so this feels like a mechanical gear, not mechanical gear selector anymore. This is more like electronic gear selector. Press and hold, reverse, neutral, drive, and neutral in between. And you can also do S by pulling backwards, otherwise push on the top for park, and then handbrake, and also the auto hold. So pretty simple. And we also have this switch dial that allows you to change to different driving mode. If you switch left or right, they go into auto, snow mode, off-road, and sport. A little bit annoying or small thing that bugs me is if you want to go into sport mode just like this, you actually have to pass by eco mode. That's a little bit strange, but again, this is just something about this vehicle. I can't change that. I'm just a random salesperson. Otherwise, connectivity or sort of storage, we have two big cup holders. That's handy, and we have a big center console, a big glove box, and cup holders on the side, plus cup holder on the driver's side. That's pretty handy. Center console is reasonable, so quite deep, but not super sort of spacious. But yeah, enough for most people use, I suppose. Alright, I think that's pretty much the introduction for these vehicle features, and let's get on the road and give it a quick test drive. Alright, camera is on, let's give it a go. So as you can see, as you can feel, my seating position is been moving forward. So the vehicle does come with that feature that allows the give you a sort of comfort access on the seats. Unfortunately, it doesn't do the steering because the steering is the manual adjustment. Overall, the first thing, the visibility is very, very good on the Nissan X-Trail. So you get that space in between the A-pillar and the wing mirror, so that helps with the visibility if you go around the corner, everything like that. And looking at the back, we got heaps of space or heaps of sort of windows, the big chunky one and the small quarter one and the rear windscreen. So overall, yeah, very, very good on space. Something I forgot to mention, we have a small mirror over here, but it's digital now. So that allows you to simply switch the camera. That allows you to actually use the digital camera, press the menu, allows you to adjust it left and right, up and down sort of thing, and to change the digital mirror in case you have fully loaded storage, everything at the back. But for most people, I think I personally would prefer just a mechanical or just a standard mirror instead of the digital one. But yeah, just a personal thing. Other than that, let's get on the road. So the first thing we want to talk about is the power. So the vehicle comes with a 2.5 liter natural aspirate 4-cylinder engine, so direct injection, and that allows the vehicle to pump 133 kilowatts of power and 244 Newton meters of torque. So it is a slightly jump compared to the last generation, maybe about 5 to 10% of jump in terms of power, in terms of torque, and all that things. So it is a slightly better drivetrain in terms of its power, just on paper basically. But when you actually drive the vehicle, you feel the CVT definitely works a lot better compared to the last generation. I've driven the last generation quite a long time ago, not recently, unfortunately, but I personally don't like the last generation, to be fair, honestly. It's spacious, it's a big car, but yeah, the power is a little bit strange. The CVT feels a little bit sluggish, but this one, the CVT feels very smooth. As you can see, right out jumping off the line, there's no hesitation, there's no need to surge or anything like that. You just very gently put the foot down, the car just roll forward. Yeah, it's quite easy and really quiet on the CVT. First thing I've noticed around town as well. And the second thing you'll feel is the handling. So it is still a big car, unfortunately, so it doesn't handle anywhere as nice as a station wagon or sedans or anything like that. There's still going to be some body roll, there's still going to be some understeer when you go around a big roundabout, let's say. But this is the thing, it's a big car. It's supposed to be trying to be really comfortable instead of trying to be sporty, trying to take you on the racetrack or anything like that. I personally think as a family car, this does really well, and it's very comfortable. So if you're comparing this to things like a Subaru Forester, to a Nissan, to a Toyota, let's say RAV4, or to a Kia Sportage, personally I think that would be this is the best sort of comfort in its class. It's very soft, it's very easy to go around the road. Yeah. And just like that, the power is very easy actually. I'm surprised with the CVT, because when you look on the paper, it looks like there's not going to be much change from the last generation, but this power is very smooth. I personally quite enjoy this. And I'm still at auto mode, by the way. I'm not going to eco, I'm not going to sport by anything, so it's still auto mode, so perfectly balanced in terms of handling or anything like that. Small thing, the steering feels quite light compared to last generation, or maybe compared to other cars, to be fair. It is reasonably light for a large size vehicle like this, because when you see the vehicle, it's quite reasonably large. Obviously on the size, you do expect to be quite heavy on the steering, but the steering tuning is actually quite light. That means I think when you go in the city or in the town, it's gonna be reasonably easy to maneuver, to park, to go around places, all that things. And we haven't really seen any e-power just yet, as we mentioned, so hopefully in the future I will be able to see how the e-power works. I've never have driven an e-power before, so but very fascinating by the technology that Nissan was able to do. So hopefully we'll be able to see e-power in the future and take it for a drive and let you know my thoughts. And driving on this rough seal surface, the noise cancellation is not going to be great compared to your city folks. If you drive around city, the noise cancellation will be much better. But yeah, I think the tires does it really well. The Nissan chassis works really well with this vehicle, and handles okay. I don't think it's exceptional again, but works really well. It's definitely soft, as you can feel when you go around the corner. It is on the soft side. And one more thing I should talk about is the touch, sort of, since the easier to use for the infotainment. I'll have no problem touch anything on the screen. Obviously it's not recommended to do when I'm actually driving at this particular speed around this sort of corner, everything like that. But yeah, I think the screen is easy to use, easy to read as well. And the heads-up display is very nice. It's easy to read again. Alright, we're going to drive on a higher speed road, so hopefully we'll be able to get a better feel how the vehicle handles on the road. Right, we're close to motorway, so I have nowhere at the back of me, so I'm gonna slow down to about 20k to 15 now. Let's put foot all the way down. Actually sounds okay, it doesn't sound too bad, it's not struggling or anything like that. And I can feel the vehicle is trying to push me forward, so but it's nothing sporty. Just let you know, it's not a sporty car. It's not what it's designed to be. And equipped with the CVT, it does give you that sound, thinking, like thought it's struggling, but it's not struggling or anything like that. The vehicle power is very easy to change to go forward. I can definitely feel it's very nice to drive. And to be honest, if I'm going to be in a rental car, let's say next holiday, I'm going to drive one for the family, I'll be really happy if I can have something like this. The space, the size, the visibility, the handling, the comfort and everything is perfect for a family car. And that's why I think this is a very good option for the next family vehicle. It is on the premium side, by the way, and the price is not going to be super cheap, unfortunately. So the base model kicks in at $47,990 plus ORC in New Zealand. Second mid spec from $53,990 and the top spec from $59,990. So it is a premium pricing compared to what Nissan used to be, but it is a better product from all the aspects. And you also have to understand all the inflation or the global pandemic, everything like that. So this is, I guess it's reasonable. I guess this is the thing we have to deal with. But personally, I really like this car. It does all the things really well for me and for a family car. And just like this, oh, it's nice. I like it. There's nothing special. I don't think you're going to be super surprised when you drive this vehicle. I don't think it does give you that, you know, uniqueness in terms of its design, in terms of its features or anything like that. But this is a vehicle you have no problem, or personally I have no problem if I'm going to jump in and go and drive. I'll be very happy with all the touch, all the feel, you know. So that's my thoughts on this vehicle. I do hope you enjoyed the video. I'll keep the video on so you can feel how it drives and everything around the corner. If you're looking to purchase, please contact Abby Pukoi. If you like this, something like this, please make sure you subscribe and like, and leave a comment down below. So let me know if you like something like this in the future. I'll do more, maybe for Nissan, for Kia, for MG, for Volkswagen. And yeah, I'll see you next video. But video is on. I'll put no comment. You just enjoy the drive around the corner, around the country road, around the Pukui town. Thank you very much. See you next video.